I shaved for this video. It makes me sad. I hope it's good. So I've been streaming every Thursday on Twitch, me playing Resident Evil 3, and it's been very frightening. And by this one man in particular. And I thought I would do a makeup look inspired by him. His name is Nemesis. I'm sure we know. I'm super sad to find out today, though, that I don't have a bald cap, so to make up for it, I'm hopefully going to do a pretty decent brow cover. And hopefully there's some cool takeaway from that. Really wish I had a bald cap. I've always really wanted to do a video like this where I do like a fun, cool makeup while we also talk. I just felt like it would always be long, but now I kind of crave long videos. So maybe this will actually kind of work out. So let's just get started. I'm starting off by using Prozaid. This is a medical grade adhesive, and you should remove it with acetone carefully. But this is how I've done what I prefer in a brow cover, because it looks, to me, preferable than any other method that I've used. It's just harder to remove, and you have to be more careful, and it requires some patience, but it's pretty much the same method as everything else, like with the glue sticks and such. So I'm starting off with a thin layer of Prozaid, and I'm just going to apply that to the eyebrow hair and let that dry before you press it down flat. Using the back of the brush now to make sure that it's like truly pressed flat. Like that, nice and flat. Okay, so these are pretty flat, but now I have a little container of flour right here, and I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm not going to use anywhere near all of this. I'm going to add a little bit of that Prozaid in there to thicken it, and then I'm going to do another layer on the eyebrow to help fill in those gaps between the hairs. Since Prozaid melts down with acetone, there also is a world where, like, if you got too much on the actual skin, that you could use a light amount of acetone to blend those edges, which is why I prefer this method. And then now that that's on, I'm going to go in one more layer of just Prozaid. Okay, so it's pretty dry, I believe. So now I'm going to go in with the skin tone powder. This one's by Huda Beauty. I like these powders a lot. I'm actually just going to use this thing as well to really press it in there. Ooh, got a little stick back. Really pressing. Now that I can see some of the gaps, I'm going to go in across the grain so they get caught in there. So that should fill in those gaps, and then we'll powder again, and we should be good. Now I'm pushing a peach pigment into that eyebrow to hopefully warm them up. Honestly, this eyeshadow's more orange. This is orange. That's about it. I'll just like keep going with the makeup per usual now. Okay, so now I'm going to start sketching the whole thing out. So I have this that I drew up last night on my iPad, which I like to do this before a makeup look so I don't get lost. But I'm basically I have this in layers. So let me just hide these layers. So when I draw it, I do it in layers. So then this is pretty much like the basic outline of the face that I have. So basically now I'm going to take a dark brown eyeliner pencil and sketch that whole thing out. Okay, so some of these lines now I am going to blend in. Like, for example, So anyway, I've been streaming on Twitch. It's been fun. It's really scary, but it's not as scary as I thought, thank the Lord. All those kind of games I love. I've been a gamer my whole life, but I always steer away from those because they freak me out. So I'm like blending in anywhere I want depth. Okay, so now we're going to paint by numbers. So this is Mayron's light brown, which I'm going to go in as like my skin tone color. I'm going to paint in everything on Nemesis's face. Okay? We're going to have to cover the stitches, just remember them. So like there, that's one side pretty much connected. Nice, nice. Stunning. Okay, so then I'm going in with Paradise Paints Beach Berry. And we're going to do the same thing now on the other side. Perfect. And then with this gray too, I'm gonna do two. I decided to add one more. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start shading. So I'm just gonna take a small brush and this dark red. I'll show it to you. Dark red. I'm gonna start shading the gums. Bringing that out all the way down and around. Cool. And then I'm gonna do the crack in my forehead. Okay, switching to a bigger brush now. I'm gonna start shading like a little bit down the sides of my nose to help hide that. I have a nose. Cool, wow. And I'm gonna put on my bottom lip too. Okay, now I'm taking a brown. I'll start shading this. I'm also going to take this brown and put it in here and under here as well. To start making myself have that heavier brow bone. I'm also going to put this darker color in the middle of my eyelid and the outer corner of my eyelid. Just to add that interest. I'm going to shade my eye bag a little bit. So now I'm like shading the bottom of these, but I'm bringing the shadow outside past it. And that could help represent smoothing skin. Or not smoothing, pulling skin. So anyway, my idea is that after I finish this, I'm gonna go live and streaming it with this on. But I hope you guys like this method. This is like for my ADHD brain. This is how I've helped break it down into like quantifiable steps. Or else I get lost and I'm all over the place and I freak out. So now I'm pretty much just shading in everything and kind of like connecting everybody together. With intention. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a super dark gray, very dark, darkest yet, for the places I want like serious depth. So let's say like right here, like I want that to be pretty deep. Okay, I'd also like to do like here. I want that to look pretty deep, and then I'll say the same corners here. You don't want to overdo it with the dark colors, or else the eye like doesn't know where to look. Okay, now I'm gonna take a thinner brush, and we're gonna do the same thing to the eyes. Maybe I'll even use this liner brush. So I'm talking thin, baby girl. So let's go like. Here. Cool, same thing. So now I'm gonna use the same brush now and really emphasize the pins. Put there. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to make my smaller eye smaller still. With some black eyeliner, make it look tinier than the other. Basically, I'm trying to make this eye look as small as possible. And then I'm gonna put a contact in this eye. And hopefully you like get that Nemesis vibe. God, I wish I was bald. There, I feel like him. Okay, so before I put the contact in and ruin everything, I want to do like some veining. So I just like add some texture to like the blanker spots. So I'm going to start off with this green color. And then now I have this purpley color. I wanted to like add that in. So now I'm just adding water, because this is pretty thick. And I'm just gonna like start to like watercolor it all. Just gonna do a little bit of that, because I don't love it. Okay, I'm gonna go put my contact in, wish me luck. Okay, it's in. And I only cried a little. I'm just taking in the fan. However, I kind of like the crayon because it really pinked up this part of my eye, which makes it look more highlighted. So I'm actually just gonna like go with that because like this is my idea. Am I squinting too much? Oh no, my other eye's crying now. Am I doing it? All right, here we are. Make the face. I really wish I was bald. I'm gonna go stream on Twitch now. If you guys aren't following me there, please do. I also stream it on Facebook and YouTube, but I'm trying to figure out TikTok and all that stuff as well. It's new to me, so I got slots to learn. Maybe we can do like one of these on live together for a couple hours on Twitch. I don't know. Anyway, the link will be down in the description box below, as well as the products that I used. And I'll see you guys on my stream, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.